Hello everybody, welcome back to Landedkiller Show today. And welcome new subscribers. I'm seeing quite a number of you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that a lot. So today's video is going to be on why I chose Stalingrad over Incomparable. So let's first bring up Incomparable here, as I'm sure a lot of you are familiar. This ship has been featured in a lot of gameplays lately. I will be transparent and say this is probably the next steel ship I'm going to go for. Here we got Incomparable here. See, it's got its guns and its little torpedo launchers here. I kind of already made my choice on the battleship side for steel. I chose Shikishima. But that ship I chose before Incomparable came out. Stalingrad is the closer to, hence the title of this video. So you can see here that Incomparable has the 508mm guns here. Pretty decent alpha damage. Look at that. Look at that armor piercing. 19,500. Wow. That's just crazy. Got some torpedoes back here. 62 knot speed, 10 kilometers. That's not bad at all. Let me go over why I chose Stalingrad. I chose Stalingrad because I like to have a little bit more maneuverability. I don't like to be caught up by the weaker armor. You know, the armor here, I believe, is a little bit stronger than Incomparables, and your turning circle is a lot tighter. Let's see here, 11,030. Let me double check myself here before. I believe that my turning circle is tighter, so that's 11,000 whatevers. Let's see what this is. This has got a little tighter turn circle radius. Let me take a look at the armor here. It does have this narrow armor profile. Honestly, I could say that these two could be neck and neck with each other because they each have unique features. This one being the guns on a high-speed platform, but of course you're going to have a little bit more health and all that, but your reload's going to be a bit more, and your action's not as good as Stalingrad. Stalingrad has better accuracy. Guns load a little faster, have a nice range of 20.4. I believe that our Incomparable is topping out at around, let's see here, steel Incomparable. Where's the range topping out at Incomparable? It does get spotted too. 17.6, but that's probably without modification to equipment. Honestly, I think what got me to go Stalingrad is because a lot of people have gotten Stalingrad over the years, and it's always been a solid ship for them, and I have a preference more towards cruisers over battleships, but honestly, the choice was tough for me overall, I must say. It wasn't an easy one to make, but I think what really pushed me towards Stalingrad is just because I was familiar with how the ship performed, and I had accounts of the ship in front of me that I could look at, telling me more about that, more about how it works and all that, you know? I can't show you Stalingrad in battle, but I can't show you Incomparable, but I would say, you know, compared against some of Flamu or Sea Lord Mountbaten's videos on their end for the Stalingrad gameplay. Let's get into some co-op battles here. Like I said, welcome new subscribers. I appreciate all of you who subscribe to the channel. Our goal for this year is to get that magical 1,000 subscribers, which I hope to achieve by year end here. Other channels, I'm hoping to get up to 250 subscribers each by year end as well. I understand it's more of a time sort of thing. Some people are able to sit there and get higher numbers because they're able to market. Sometimes they have a dedicated social media person that can just sit there and spam out all the videos like, here's a video, here's a video, here's a hashtag, here's a video, here's a hashtag. But for me, since I do all the editing myself, I don't have much time to sit there and post every single video to social media. I try to, but this one I'm going to try to. But I just want to say, if you guys want to connect more more on a personal level and stuff, I do have a Discord.
Бой начинается.
Be sure to look for that in the description. Alright, let's get into this battle. Let's have some fun, shall we? I looked at the server downtimes and whatnot, so by the time this video goes live, maintenance should be completed, but maintenance will have taken place between 1 a.m. Central to around 5 or 6 a.m. Central, pretty much. This is the OG steel ship. This is the king, in my eyes. This ship, I think, is still going to hold up for all time. Hope this never changes to coal. This ship shouldn't change to coal. Maybe one of the weaker ships like Austin changed that to coal, but not Stalingrad. You just understand why players wanted this to stay steel when you take it out and you play it. It's just so good. Got some of that same profile as Petropavlovsk as well. A Russian tier 10 cruiser. Heavy branch side. Ah, there's our first victim. Let's go get him. Ah, it's the enemy Stalingrad. Oh, funny. Let's see here. We're gonna make that shot. Nope. Let's see if I can make a shot on the Chapev. That cruiser passed in front of me. Slow down here a little bit as I don't want to be overtaken by these guys. 2 versus 1. Just a gear turns around. You guys have steel ships you're going after. Leave them in the comments below as well. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be going after Burgonia. I would say that is a solid choice. I just didn't get Burgonia because I just like the Japanese ships just a little bit more and the Russians a bit more. That's why I got Shikishima. See, that accuracy is spot on. I don't even have the accuracy equipment on here. Aiming Systems Mod 1. I just think with Incomparable, it's kind of neck and neck. Stalingrad and Incomparable. They really are neck and neck. Ooh. As for do I have a preference over Incomparable or Stalingrad, what pushed me to get Stalingrad over Incomparable? Like I said, familiarity. There wasn't really much known about Incomparable at the time. I'm afraid that Incomparable was going to have weak armor and all that. Stalingrad, on the other hand, you know, it kind of holds up a little bit more. Let's see here. Nope, he doesn't have torps because I don't have torps. Gear is torps, though. I just find the Stalingrad so much fun to play. And let's be honest, most of the people getting Stalingrad, you know, they probably already got... I mean, most of the people getting Incomparable probably already have Stalingrad. Steel's not an easy resource to acquire in this game, as you all know. Very hard to obtain. You gotta really play a lot of ranked in order to get it. We'll see what happens with that. Gotta turn away from this gear before he fires his torps at me. Look at that. Got a battleship. One of the key things about this game is always paying attention to your surroundings. See? Stalingrad just holds up so well. This ship is so comfortable to play. This is the most comfortable ship I've ever played. That's saying something. Not all ships are easy to sit there and mess around with here. 305mm caliber guns still hold up. I think the real question would be how Sevastopol plays up against the tier 10 Russian cruisers at the end of the day. It's going to have the German 381s on it. That's going to be an interesting one to see. Sensitivity on my mouse is a little too high. I always hate it when you get the updates and then your mouse sensitivity goes up. I'm gonna fix that. I think I'm gonna take a Shikishima just for you guys. So let me mess with my mouse here for a second. Something's not right with my sense. Oh yeah, we're up to 16,000. Hell no. Heck no. 650 is where it's at for me. I don't need to have everything super fast. Some people do, not me. Alright, let's filter this out for Shikishima. You know, there actually was a battle with Shikishima in the live stream, but it just didn't show up on the final stream because it got covered up by a little OBS error on my part. Alright, we're gonna pull Shikishima out here. This is kind of like modified A150 design that Wargaming put in here. Basically Yamato Hall. A150 gun, some have termed it Yamato Kai variant. Some say that the Satsuma, the upcoming super ship, is more of an A150 design. When they're making those comparisons, they're going by armor schemes and that sort of detail. You lost so many documents on these ships that it's kind of hard to tell, honestly. Miracle even got the ship in the game. Same with Satsuma. Japanese Navy after World War II just burned a ton of documents. Supposedly that's how the OE tank came to be in all the tanks, because they found the documents for the tank. Basically like a giant tank that looks like a ship on land. It's got the multi-turret set up on it, but fortunately the multi-turrets don't work on it. Something they gotta add to World of Tanks, honestly. Just did a video on that yesterday if you guys want to watch. It's only fair that we talk about Shikishima versus HMS Incomparable. Honestly, when you have Shikishima versus HMS Incomparable, Shikishima is more of a sniper. Incomparable is more of a run and gun kind of a ship. You know, you're kind of having to deal with that range limitation with Incomparable as well. As we all know, if a ship is too good and does too well, usually Wargaming will go out and nerf it. They'll just get it so it's not so overpowered. I'm not saying that Incomparable is like that, but if they do something to the reload or to the range, I wouldn't be surprised. Just throwing that out there. Either that or Sigma values, because they've messed with those in the past on other steel ships. Just like they're messing around with Stalingrad's AA for a while, too. Turn more towards the center. I can have support if I stay over here. Alright, let's find a target. Oh, last computer. Let's see here. Lock this in. And let's hear the sound of those guns. I'm gonna watch these shows. I'm curious to see what we can get. Not the result I wanted, but I'm gonna keep trying here. This Minotaur I gotta focus, because Minotaurs can be really annoying when you're trying to deal with them in battle. That gives me better. I wonder if over penetration's a problem with Incomparable. So if you have Incomparable, let me know in the comments below if you have that issue. Seem to have that issue with the guns on Shikishima sometimes. Because your guns are so powerful that they go through everything. Honestly, this Minotaur should have been citadeled. Overhit again. Oh, we got another enemy Minotaur coming up the other side. Wow. I thought I would have seen some Tashkents in battle today. Because they're doing this line rework stuff where Habros is going out of the tech tree and into the armory for coal. So that'll be a good opportunity for those looking for a good destroyer. Being replaced by some ship called Delaney. It's kind of improved over the basic Habros anyway. Oh, an enemy Shikishima. Guns. I believe that Incomparable does get better accuracy than Shikishima, actually. I was hearing that it got the battle cruiser accuracy, so that's definitely a plus for Incomparable. For me, I just like seeing a ship in action before I sit there and make up my mind on it. Usually I'll go for the safer option if I can. Salem. See, like I said, a lot of over penetration on these. But like I said, it's kind of neck and neck for Stalingrad and Incomparable. As for Shikishima, you're probably going to go for the Stalingrad most of the time, I would imagine. Because most players, you know, they like the speed. They don't like having to wait too long to get into that battle, you know? Alright, let's turn around and face this Minotaur. Not a bad battle we're having either. Pretty decent battle. Some torpedoes coming inbound. I'm just glad you can get ships in the game and it doesn't take you 5 years to get a tier 10 like it does with old tanks. Granted, you could sit there and convert free XP and get it faster. But look at that. 2 citadels and a sunk. That's how I do it. That's how you do it. 100k damage game. Tell me that's not cool. That's cool in my eyes. 100 damage game. This might not get torpedoes, but it can hit hard. It can hit hard. I'm just a big fan of Japanese designs overall, honestly. Some of you going like, why don't you support the American made, blah 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 blah. I do have the mainline tier 10 USS Montana. I just don't take her out that much anymore because I'm trying to grind new lines. And I'm probably going after Ohio for my next Research Bureau ship. Unless Sevastopol turns out to be even a better choice, you know? See how the Russian imposter stands up to the original. Siegfried and it, you know? That's how I look at it. I can sink him. We hit him hard. Soon we're gonna have jets in this game. Look at that. We finished off with the enemy sunk. That's how I do it. That's how you do it. Good ending to a good video. So I guess I have to change the title now. Yeah, well. Oh man, 144k damage. Wow. That was a good battle right there. Alright. So I'd encourage you guys, to like, watch, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this little video where I talked about Incomparable and all the other ships. I'll kind of see how close I am to Incomparable. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Incomparable till probably next year at this point. So we'll show off one final slide of Incomparable, and then I'm going to end the video here. That's the goal for next year for me. Well, have a good rest of your day, and thank you for watching.